Hi YouTube! Welcome to another video. Today we are yet again reacting to more Parz. We are doing his most popular videos, and if you don't know this already, I have a really bad bug phobia. Like, if I look at a video of a bug, I will usually freak out. I am a little bit of a hypocrite because I am less scared of spiders than I am of other bugs, but I am so scared of bugs. Last time, we were kind of lucky because, like, it was only really spiders and, like, one wasp, so I was kind of chill about it, but it can always get worse, you know? It can always get scarier, but yeah.
This spider can remove your limbs.
What? Mine?
But how? Introducing the brown recluse, native to...
Wait, I think we have those here. I think we have those in Brazil.
the United States of America, and a prime example of don't judge a book by its
I think we have some in Brazil too.
cover. Because despite only coming in at a huge 2 centimeters in length and rocking the spider equivalent of default character customization, this little f***er is a level 500 rot build that gives Melania a run for her money.
Oh no.
You see, a bite from a recluse starts in the most American way possible, with you accidentally stepping foot onto his private property.
Of course. Of course. Usually your shoes or your gloves. Bro, I love how they just like, how dare you invade my territory? Meanwhile, bro is sniffing my foot fungus.
Causing him to exercise his Second Amendment rights. But considering a spider can't really hold a gun, he's gonna settle on biting your ass.
Oh no.
Now, that initial bite's pretty painless. You smack him away, all's well. There is just one small problem.
You're gonna die.
Congratulations,
Oh, no.
you are now the proud owner of necrotic venom coursing through your veins, which at first does nothing. You walk back to your house, the bite starts to sting a little more. You feel sick. The wound...
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I don't care what type of spider it is. If I get bitten by a spider, I'm going to the hospital. Because you never know. You never know. It could be harmless, or it could be Satan with 8 legs. You know, like, you might as well go to the hospital just to make sure that you're not gonna die.
Swells, and the blood vessels around the bite burst, turning it a deep red. Over the next few days, that color shifts from red to purple to black.
Oh my god. Bro, can you imagine how our ancestors felt when they encountered that thing? Like, imagine being a caveman, chilling, eating some mammoth meat, going like, row, 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 ooga booga, and then all of a sudden, a little tiny ass spider bits you, and you're like, ooga booga. And then, a couple of days after, your arm just turns black out of nowhere and it falls. And you're a goddamn caveman. You don't even know what happened.
As the venom literally destroys and kills the surrounding tissue in a process called necrosis.
Oh my,
this causes the skin to rot and fall off of your body. And if you don't catch it in time, that rot's gonna spread. If you're lucky, it'll only make you violently ill and leave permanent scarring. If you're unlucky, it just keeps spreading. And venom starts to destroy your blood cells and shut your organs down. Now, there's kind of only one solution to that, but,
I mean, you would look pretty freaking cool with a metal arm. So, I guess it's not all that bad. You know, it could be like your supervillain origin story. You get bitten by a spider, but instead of turning into Spider-Man, you just get to, like, chop off your arm and get a really cool metal one. Unfortunately, life is not as cool as in the comics, but you can still get like a customized RGB metal arm or something.
You weren't using that arm anyway, right?
Which one? I feel like that's relevant to the conversation, which arm we're talking about.
Australia just found a new record-breaking...
No, that's a bug. No, guys, I don't like the shape of that bug.
Insect. But before I show him to you...
I don't like the shape of that.
How the f*** do we keep finding new bugs? You see,
they keep spawning in. It's like the universe keeps patching in new animals and new like bullshit in Australia, and then they get to find it every time the new patch releases.
Australia is home to an estimated 200,000 species of insect, which is pretty impressive, especially when you consider the only place you're going to find more bugs than that is by counting the fucking roach population in Asmongold.
I don't like looking at cockroaches. I don't like looking at cockroaches. I do not like looking at cockroaches.
Walls.
Ah!
Now,
oh my god, that clip is so cursed! That clip is already bad, like, for a normal person. Oh my god, I don't like looking at bugs crawling in people. It freaks me out.
The scary part of this is that out of that 200k, we've only actually identified 62,000. Meaning that we have no idea what nearly 3/4...
Wait, then how do you know how do you know that you have the other ones then? How did they get to that number of 200,000 then?
Orders of the bugs in the country actually fucking do.
You like jazz?
Oh my god.
And so it should come as no surprise that while exploring Australia's dense rainforests, 2 scientists discovered a new record holder for the largest insect in the land.
Press one for Nako. We can skip.
Down under, and it's a fucking stick bug.
Oh, I don't like stick bugs. I don't like stick bugs. I don't like. Oh my god! I'm closing my eyes. Okay, where's my keyboard? Tell me when it's over.
Using Acrophila alta and coming in at a full 40 centimeters and 44 grams in weight. I don't think that qualifies as a stick insect anymore. That's fucking gross.
Get it out of the screen!
Australia's very own Erd tree avatar was discovered in Queensland.
Why would he get it out?
Was.
Okay.
And despite being enough inches in length to make any man jealous, it's actually completely
I am not
harmless.
opening my eyes again. I am not opening my eyes again.
Oversized bugs we already have. If we find any more, I think they're gonna send the fucking Helldivers.
I hope they do. That was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. That was horrible. That was horrible. That was the worst thing I have ever seen.
Wombats defend themselves by,
Aww, I like that thing. It's so cute. Can I have one as a pet?
throwing it back. But to understand how the fuck they actually do it, you're gonna need to learn a little bit about them first. You see, Australia is home to 3 species of these bad boys, all of them equally adorable, and very importantly,
it looks like a obese cat with a big ass head.
all being burrowers, meaning they dig out a nice little hole for themselves and the family to live in, because like the rest of us, they can't afford a fucking house in this economy, man.
Damn.
They go to around 1.3 meters in length.
What? I don't like how close that is to my size. Bigger than that. It's not bigger than me. I am a whole foot bigger than that thing, okay?
But despite being small, they are built like tanks.
Despite being what? Despite being what, sir? Could you repeat that? I don't think I caught that exactly quite right. You mean a 4'2" obese cat is small?
Weighing in at a chunky ass 35 kilos, but despite their weight, I shit you not, they have a top speed of 40k an hour.
That shit is faster than a hippo? Dude, that is actually hilarious. That is the most misleadingly fast animal ever. That thing does not look like it's fast. That thing looks like a koala, kinda.
Now, the fact that they can nearly get booked in a school zone, coupled with their being a tank-class marsupial, forms the start of their defense strategy. So you see, a fun fact about wombat anatomy is they expect all their defense points into their ass. Rather than having fat and muscle, a wombat's cheeks are made out of 4 thick plates of
He's got a fat ass?
fused cartilage, making it extremely solid. And this Kevlar BBL allows for the fucking funniest defense mechanism I have ever seen on an animal.
There's no way.
If a predator tracks down Mr. Wombat to his burrow, it'll stick its head in and start trying to dig him out. In response, the wombat will line his ass up with the tunnel door, chuck the gear shifter into reverse, and fucking floor it backwards up the tunnel into his aggressor, slamming his ass into its head.
Please tell me there's a video of that. Please tell me there's a video of that. Please.
The impact then squashes the predator between his steel cheeks and the roof of the burrow.
I don't want a video of that anymore. Never mind. It doesn't sound as funny as I thought it was gonna be. That doesn't sound as funny as that. Never mind, actually.
Straight up crushing its skull.
Never mind. I don't want to see it anymore.
Like a Mortal Kombat fatality. I cannot make this shit up.
I thought it was gonna be so funny and cute and silly, but now I'm just scared. What the? You know, I think I'm gonna try that defense method the next time I feel threatened.
A lot of people are scared of snakes.
Snake!
But have you ever wondered what
I think
snakes
they're pretty.
are scared of? The answer is this fucking bird.
Oh shit!
Introducing the secretary bird.
Guys, I think I've seen a humanized Rule 34 version of this animal. It was on Twitter. Because of course it was.
Native to the continent of Africa, and a prime example that being a hater pays off. Coming in at 1.3 meters tall.
Why is everything almost as big as me? What the actual Why are all of them so big? Fuck you.
And 4.27 kilos in weight.
Damn. Wait, that's kind of crazy. It's almost the same size as the wombat, but the wombat was 35 kilos and this thing is 4.
This lanky...
It's basically a tall chicken.
Turkey has been purpose-built. Nay,
Can you eat that? Like, just carry it? Like, could you, like, make it like chicken? Do people eat that thing?
expertly fucking engineered by the gods themselves with the sole purpose of violating the ever...
Wait, I think I've seen this before. It's the Stompy Stomp bird.
The loving out of any garden hose.
Okay. The photographer knew what the they were doing with that image. Secretary bird, and you take a picture of it like that. ...
That so much as looks at it the wrong way.
Oh my god. Not funny, not funny, not funny. That's not funny. That's not funny at all. That's not funny at all.
You see, these bad boys are birds of prey, but unlike their cousins in the same category, they are primarily terrestrial, which means
that bird is so pretty. I really like the way it looks. It's so freaking pretty and majestic.
they spend most of their time on the ground. This is because they're...
Look, not to be a furry, but if this thing was in Zootopia, it would 100% be a sexy-ass bird and everybody would want to fuck it. Hypothetically.
Their preference for diet is sentient slithering sausages. However, with this thing being endemic to Africa...
Satan's Savannah! Oh my god, bro!
Africa, their preferred meal also just happens to include some of the deadliest predators on the fucking planet. Does this stop the secretary bird?
No.
No, mate. Despite having no natural venom resistance, these absolute fucking giga-chads will eat cobras, boomslangs, and black mambas without breaking a sweat.
How the how'd they not die?
But how do they hunt these things without getting bitten? Simple.
Wait, okay. I know that they're like venomous means that if it bites you, you die. But like, if you were to eat something that has venom, won't you die anyways because you're consuming the venom? Like, the venom is still going in you. Doesn't that still kill you? No? The venom not getting in your blood? Oh, so if you eat it, it's fine? Venom is broken down and filtered? Oh. Just don't part where the venomous? Well, but the bird is not gonna know how to pick that apart, right? Like, I'm assuming that the bird eats the whole snake. How the hell is it not gonna eat the sack of venom? They wouldn't know, right? That's the difference. Make you sick if you eat it. Venom can be broken down. Oh, I think I get it. I think I get it.
They just kick the out of them.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You see, those long-ass legs aren't just for show, as a secretary bird is capable of accurately curb stomping a snake's head into the ground with a force equal to 5 times their fucking body weight.
What the
So when bird fancies a bite to eat, they start out by stomping the ground around dense vegetation. This causes snakes in the area to poke their heads out of their houses to see what the is going on.
No, they fell for the bait. Stupid snake, you fell for the bait.
The snake then looks up in horror as the secretary bird locks onto him, sprints over at Mach 9, and then...
Okay, wait, that one was kind of up because the person was holding the snake. You gotta let them 1v1, bro. You gotta let them 1v1. You can't interfere like that. That was unfair. I don't like that. The human messed up nature's natural course. That snake could maybe have ran away, maybe.
A lot of people are scared.
Man, I feel kind of bad for the snakes. I kind of like snakes. They're kind of cute.
This bear was actually a soldier.
Oh, bear.
But how? You see, it was 1942, and the 22nd Polish Artillery Company were passing through the mountains of Iran on their way to the front lines to fight the Nazis. While passing through a town on their way, they were stopped by a young Iranian shepherd looking to trade with them for rations and a Swiss Army knife. When the Poles asked what he had to offer in return, the young shepherd produced a burlap sack containing an orphaned Syrian brown bear cub.
What
you see,
the
this bear's
fuck?
mother was shot by hunters, which is how he ended up in a low-tech Pokeball being offered as a trade deal. The Polish looked at the bear and, clearly seeing the potential for insane dad law,
It's a bear! How are you gonna train a bear?
said,
Damn good deal.
and in the most worthwhile trade deal in history, parted ways with their supplies in exchange for a f***ing Pokemon.
What the
Adopting
fuck?
him and naming him Voytek. And the 22nd immediately set about raising this little man as a proper bear and soldier.
But what if he gets pissed off and eats them?
As a baby, they would feed him condensed milk out of an empty vodka.
No fucking way. No fucking way. I also like condensed milk, which means that I am basically this bear. Like I have a lot in common with him.
Bottle, as well as feeding him on the cartoon bear diet consisting of fruit, honey, and marmalade. They also
That shit is gonna be obese, bro. You're gonna fatten up that bear so much.
appointed a soldier as his caretaker who wasted no time in showing Voytek how to fit in with the rest of the army, teaching Yogi's little cousin to wave, salute, and even march. While not undergoing rigorous military training, Voytek would hang out with the soldiers. He drank coffee with them in the morning, trained with them in the day, and when they all got shit-faced in the evening, he would wrestle with them.
Dude, I wish I could someday experience the level of confidence that a guy that thinks that he can wrestle a bear has. Because I swear to God, some of you would be weeded out by natural selection so fast. Oh my God. I said thank you for the blessings.
You know how much a brown bear has to love you to wrestle you?
And not kill you?
On top of double rash,
Wait, a brown bear? Isn't that like the biggest one, like before the polar bear? Isn't that like the big one?
they would also feed Voytek treats in the form of beer and cigarettes.
Dude, what the f were people doing back then, dude? How do you give cigarettes to a bear? How? Do you make it eat it? How does that work?
They let the bear have smoko. Eventually, Army High Command
How the f did that even work?
heard about this and were having absolutely none of it. You see, pets were not allowed in the army, which meant
shit.
Voytek had to go.
He's not a pet, he's a part of the troop.
Or did he?
Ooh.
Because the 22nd Artillery Company officially enlisted him.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
Nice!
I'm doing my part.
Damn. Damn. That shit is aura. That shit is actually aura. Holy shit, wicked.
Voytek was given a serial number and granted the rank of private, so when confronted about the very conspicuous...
No, bro, trust me, this is not a bear. This is just our buddy, you know? Look, he grows a lot of hair. We didn't have enough razors, okay? So we just let him grow it out. He's not a bear. He just has a lot of hair, you know?
Bear in their ranks, they simply went, that's not a bear, that's Private Voytek. And Voytek took his new role very seriously, as during the Battle of Monte Cassino in 1944, Voytek began using his bulk to transport artillery shells and ammo to soldiers engaged in combat. They had a fucking resupply bear for his bravery.
Wait, but did they ever do like did they ever like release the bear on them and like the bear kill somebody? But that could be dangerous, right? Because I guess that if they made the bear kill people, it could maybe like get confused and start killing people that it wasn't supposed to kill.
He was promoted to the rank of corporal, and the 22nd changed their insignia to a bear carrying an artillery shell. This absolute unit smoked, drank, and dropped artillery on the Nazis. But
bro, if there weren't pictures of this thing, nobody would have believed them. This is like a sailor level story. What do you mean they had a bear that carried shit for them to shoot with? That's insane. This sounds like an AI hallucination. Actually, dude, what the fuck?
Crocodiles are just dinosaurs that forgot to go
I love crocodiles. I think they're so cool.
extinct. I am dead serious, and I cannot think of a croc species to better make my point than the saltwater crocodile.
What? Wait, I didn't know that was a thing.
This is native to the land down under.
Of course. Of course.
And shocking absolutely no one, yes, it can and will eat you.
Well,
You say
that's just like all of them, and that's not really a surprising characteristic. That's like saying, oh, by the way, this fish can be underwater. Like, yeah, the croc can hit me. That's just what the croc do. Like, I'm not surprised.
keeping on theme with the whole forgetting to go extinct thing, the salty stat spread just feels like something that should have been patched out with the rest of Jurassic Park, starting with their ridiculous size.
Oh my god. Oh
you see,
my
salties
god.
are the largest reptile on the planet, coming in at a total of 6 meters long.
Dude, let me check something really quick. Height comparison. I want to check something, chat. Rock. 6 meters. Knuckle. 158 centimeters. Oh my god! Wait, did I put this? What the? No, that cannot be that much of a. It can't be actually. That does not look right. That does not look right. I must have put something wrong. There's no way there's no way that's what it would look like. That looks ridiculous. I look like an ant. I look like a mouse. What the fuck is that? That looks ridiculous. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? That is so much worse than I thought it was gonna be. That is so much worse than I thought it was gonna be, bro. What the fuck? I hate that. I hate that so much. I hate that so much. That is humiliating, dude. What the actual fuck?
With a maximum weight of 1,100 kilos.
Dude.
Which makes this murder lizard genuinely longer than my f***ing car.
Damn.
And the f***ed up part is that despite being longer than my ute, they are for some reason absolute masters of stealth. You see, crocs are ambush predators, which is a scientific way of saying they are dirty f***ing campers. You see, they've got 2 raised eyes that sit on the top of their heads, which means they can submerge their Ford Falcon-sized frame basically entirely under the water without sacrificing the ability to spot whatever they are looking to turn into a Happy Meal. And from your perspective as the Happy Meal, they are really difficult to see, which makes
That is fun. Oh my god.
it very easy to walk just a little too close and, Yeah, get bitten in half by that hydraulic press that they call a mouth.
That's why I love Nestle.
Dude, I'm gonna pray that I'm too small for— no, but they eat stuff smaller than me. I was gonna say that I'm too small for them to notice and to be like worth chasing after and trying to eat, because like the calories that they're gonna spend chasing me is gonna be less than the calories that they're gonna get from me. But I think that they eat like goats and like deer, which are like either my size or smaller than me. So actually, nah, I'm gonna die. I'm dying. I'm just, yeah, I don't have any chance of escaping or not getting noticed by that thing.
That's right, just like any good camper, these scaly assholes are packing a one-shot in the form of one of the highest bite forces of any animal on the f***ing planet. Putting out a maximum of 3,700 PSI of force through their jaw.
Question, isn't that more than the hippo that we saw yesterday? Yep. Wow, that's nice.
Jaws. To put that into context, your skull will...
1,000 more? That is not okay. That is not okay. That is not okay. That is not acceptable.
Crack at 1,100 PSI, so a croc would pop your head like a watermelon. And if you don't immediately get folded by the first bite, those jaws will latch onto you as the croc begins a death roll, spinning its ton of body weight like a washing machine until whatever part of you it has decided to eat snaps off and is added to its protein goals.
Okay, well,
but the best thing about the crocodile is their build is so f***ing good. They have genuinely been around with very little evolutionary change for 65
Jesus Christ, the size of that creature.
million years.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Scary as they are, I think crocodiles are awesome. I really like crocodiles. They are so cool.
Which means I grew up watching Steve Irwin wrestle dinosaurs for fun.
Hell yeah!
Rest in peace, you absolute f***ing legend.
Hell
Crocodiles
yeah.
are just dinosaurs.
I really like crocs. They're so awesome.
Koalas are really dumb.
Don't talk about him like that. He has feelings.
In fact, Australia's fuzzy icon is probably the dumbest thing on the planet. And that's stupid.
I would like to disagree. Raises my hand, points at me. Now what? I've destroyed your argument, sir.
It starts with their diet, because of all the things they could have chosen to eat, they chose to eat nothing but straight up poison.
Okay.
You see, koalas feed exclusively on eucalyptus leaves, which, shocking no one, are highly toxic.
Really? But there's like so many things that are made out of eucalyptus. Like, there's so many like stuff that is like scented of eucalyptus. Why are we so obsessed with the scent of something that is toxic? Why are there so many like eucalyptus like soap and shit? Why do we like that if it's toxic? Why don't we use something else? Cause it kills bacteria, not the stuff you eat. I mean, I feel like it's still weird, no? Isn't it still weird that we're so obsessed with that stuff?
Because they are full to the brim with eucalypt oil, which is so f***ing poisonous that as little as 3.75 mils
really
is enough to land you in the afterlife, with the Reaper asking you why the fuck you felt the need to eat a leaf.
It smelled really nice. It smells really good, bro.
What?
Oh, it's also highly flammable and burns like napalm. Because Australia.
I wasn't aware of that. I wasn't aware of that part.
Now, despite nature putting up this giant do not eat sign, that did not stop the koala, because he can't f***ing read. This suboptimal bulking diet not only gives the koala f*** all in the way of nutrition, but also requires their body to rest to filter out the toxins so they don't f***ing...
How cute he is! He's so cute!
Park it. Meaning they need to spend upwards of 18 hours a day sleeping.
That's how much I sleep too!
In order to just digest their fucking
Me too.
food.
Oh my god, he's so cute. Guys, it's so cute. I really like that thing. It's so adorable.
These dumbasses spend most of their life in a food coma. That is, however, if they...
That is also me. me. Fun fact. When stream started, I had to drink a freaking Monster because I got so sleepy after after eating 2 croissants that I was struggling to not fall asleep, but I needed to stream. And so I had to drink some Monster. Otherwise, I was gonna need a freaking nap.
Even get to the food to begin with because they are so mind-numbingly brain dead that they will not recognize a eucalyptus leaf as food unless it is on the branch. I could give this dumb.
That kind of sounds like me not wanting to. Okay, I have a really autistic thing that I do with corn. I will not eat corn off the cob. Like if you give me like canned corn or you just like take the corn off the cob, I will not eat it. I only eat it if it's in the cob. But in my case, it's just autism. So that's like kind of different.
Us a lifetime supply of food, and if it wasn't on a stick, he would starve to death. It should come as no surprise to you at this point that the koala has such an esky temperature IQ that they literally have a smooth brain.
Wow. Dude, if you told me that somebody chewed a piece of gum and then put that on like a piece of glass and take a picture, I would have believed that. Actually, I wouldn't have believed it because it looks a little too smooth to be a piece of gum that somebody chewed.
The thoughts slide right off of this dumb I love him.
I want one as a pet. Dude, how the f does Australia produce the most eldritch entity-like animals that are just the most horrifying, bizarre pieces of creature, and then at the same time, it makes animals like this? Like, what the f? How do you make the most poisonous snake in the planet and then this thing? Like, I don't get it.
This shrimp has a gun. No.
Oh, wait, is that the one that punches you?
This isn't a Fortnite skin. This is a real f***ing animal, and it's called the pistol shrimp.
It is? Wait, is it?
Now, unsurprisingly, being named after a firearm, of course it's f***ing native to the United States of America.
No way.
What else do you think you were going to find? However, they can actually be found expressing their Second Amendment rights over the majority of the globe, too.
What?
Now, coming in at a huge 2 inches. It is not the size of his body that makes him special, but the caliber of...
Chat, can I make a very predictable joke? Press 1 for yes, Knuckle, you can make your very predictable joke. Right arm, left arm. This is the hand he jerks it with.
His body that makes him special. But
I told you it was a predictable one, okay? I warned you beforehand. You can't be mad at me for this.
Caliber of the big iron on his hip. Or should I say big claw?
Dude, why is it always a man doing this shit? All the videos that we see of people like hurting themselves using animals, it's always a guy. This is why y'all live less. What the f are you doing? Stop hurting yourselves. Like, why do you do this? Why? Why the f do you do this to yourselves?
You see, that oversized pincher isn't just because he forgot to, switch hands while doing...
I didn't pre-watch. It was literally right there, okay? Like, how was I not going to make that joke? It was like...
homework.
Oh, shit.
No, mate. That claw is basically fucking Mega Man's arm cannon. But last I checked, they can't call in an ammo resupply under the sea. So how does...
Unless they get the bear. How did you pronounce the name again? I have a really hard time pronouncing Polish words. Was it Voytek? You know, if they teach the bear how to use a snorkel, they could get it. They could get an ammo resupply if they just teach the bear how to use a snorkel in a scuba dive set.
The claw become a gun. The answer is Bubbles.
Bubbles?
You see,
like
these
Bubbles.
bad boys hunt smaller shrimp. And they start that hunt by jumping off the f***ing battle bus and looking for prey. Once they get within effective range, they will literally cock their claw like the hammer on a revolver. Weapon ready, they line up the shot, take aim, and
What the f?
they snap their claws together so fucking fast, it causes an underwater vacuum, creating an explosive cavitation bubble hotter than the surface of the sun. This bubble is then launched at the enemy at over 100k an hour.
All of that to kill one shrimp? Look, who am I to judge your methods of hunting, Mr. Shrimp? But I feel like that's a little overkill, you know? I feel like that's a little cruel. I don't know if you needed all of that to kill that one little shrimp. Like, that feels a little exaggerated. Like, I think we can, like, chill out. Like, dude.
The bubble then connects with the smaller shrimp and f***ing flashbangs it.
What the fuck?
This either kills it outright or stuns it long enough to be consumed.
What the hell?
Poor little f***er got quick-scoped by phase shrimp.
Not the phase shrimp, dude. Not the phase shrimp. That is the most overkill method of hunting I've ever heard of, dude. That's actually insane.
If you see this thing
Oh shit, I know of this one. Dude, anteaters are the underrated demons. Oh my god, this animal is scary as fuck.
Pose, run! Introducing the Anteater, a goofy little creature native to Brazil, and to understand why the...
That one is ours! Now it's my time. Now it's you guys' turn to be like, Nako, why do you live over there if you have that thing to worry about?
absolute stance on this bad boy is a threat to your health.
They look so cute though. Chat, the name of this thing in Brazil, repeat after me. It's tamandua. That's what we call it. I think our name is way cooler than Anteater. Our name is way cuter.
You're gonna have to understand a little about his lifestyle first. Now listen, I know this may come as a shock to you, but the Anteater eats ants.
No way!
Weighing at 40 kilos and 1.8.
Why are they always bigger than me? This is not fair. Okay, but that's only because you're counting the tail. Like, I feel like it's really unfair for you to count the tail, because if you don't count the tail, he's gonna be like my size. Like, that doesn't count.
Meters in length. He needs to consume upwards of 40,000 ants per day.
Jesus.
Now, in order to help him hit his bulking goals, the Anteater has a mystery mouse tool stored inside that XL sniffer. A 60 centimeter long...
Permission to speak. Dude, the furries have a hidden beast right here. The furries have something that they can use to make their furry art, and they haven't. I feel like this is wasted potential.
tongue. Designed to snake its way down an ant colony's tunnel network, smash into their living room, and abduct the entire cast of Bug's Life and convert them into a high-calorie meal.
Damn!
However, what that tongue do only goes so far, as an ant colony can extend up to 4 meters underground,
Damn!
and termites live in high-rises, which means our boy here is going to have to do a little excavation to get to the goods. But
Heck yeah.
last I checked, an anteater can't go down to Bunnings and buy a shovel. So how does he dig?
This is where it goes scary. This is where the scary part starts.
Oh, that's simple, with the combat knives he has for claws. Yeah, anteaters are permanently cosplaying Freddy Krueger with a set of 4-inch claws, which, proving the effectiveness of a few inches, can crack through f***ing concrete. Now, these work
That
great for
shit
digging,
is-
but they are also more than capable of...
I don't know if I'm hallucinating. He's probably gonna say this later in the video, but I think that thing can kill like jaguars and crocodiles in the Amazon, if I'm not mistaken, using those claws.
flatlining you. When threatened, the anteater will rear up into a defensive T-pose. This is your sign, if you are smart, to turn around and all the way off. If, however, you were, say, some dumbass trophy hunter who really felt the need to try and stab an animal for no reason other than ego, the anteater...
It's always a Trophy hunter, dude. Is Ollie so idiot?
Will swipe at you with those claws, which are at the perfect...
Dude, stabbing the animal? Like, at that point, you kind of deserved it. Like, not only are you cruel, you're also a idiot. Like, you're also dumb as like,
height to nail your inner thigh. Slip through your flesh like butter and sever your femoral artery, causing you to bleed out in 2 minutes while the Anteater watches you go meet your ancestors.
Oh shit.
Can you imagine having to explain to your ancestors who felled woolly mammoths you got your shit packed up by the most unserious creature on the planet hitting a T-pose?
Yup. Okay, wait, let me info check. Since he didn't say it, let me check. Do anteaters kill jaguars? They do sometimes kill them. Okay, cause like jaguars are their main predators, but they can fight back. And there has been anteaters that were able to kill jaguars when they were being attacked. Okay, let me check the crocodile thing. And they can also kill crocodiles. It is more rare, but they do kill them. So, yeah, that shit is no joke, bro. This thing is no fucking joke.
Most snails aren't scary.
Snail!
Except for this one. This one's Australian.
Of course. Look, I know that you're gonna yell at me for this, but is this the pee-pee? Is that his, sneenies? No? Okay, just checking.
Introducing the cone snail, an aquatic mollusk native to the land down under. And as seems to be the requirement when sharing your postcode with a kangaroo, you guessed it. It can quite easily cause your neck snap to be in a coffin.
Man.
And the way it can achieve it is this bad boy right here. You see,
The penis!
despite most snails having a reputation for being slow goobers that get folded by a salt shaker, the cone snail is a highly effective ambush predator. And you may be wondering, how the fuck is a creature that moves slower than the GTA 6 development
Aw, it looks kind of cute.
cycle hunt anything? Well, that's simple. It has a grappling hook.
Huh?
That's right, Gary's murderous little cousin
Go
here.
again.
Simple. It has a grappling hook. That's
What the
right,
fuck?
Gary's murderous little cousin here is a roadhog mate.
Hi there.
No
And he hunts by
way.
slowly but surely stalking up on his prey until he's just within range, and then bang! The cone snail does a quarter circle input, spitting out a toothed harpoon at 90 kilometers a This
Dude.
is the most...
Dude, these things, why are underwater animals so dramatic? Like, why does it have to be 90 kilometers per hour? Why can't it be like 60? I feel like 60 would still do the job. Why does it always have to be the most ridiculous number ever?
This harpoon then nails its prey,
Oh my
allowing
God.
him to reel it in like he's playing Scorpion.
Ooh. Oh my
And in
God.
case that wasn't bad enough, as seems to be a requirement for spawning on Australian servers, it's venomous.
Oh
That
shit, of course it
harpoon
is.
also injects its prey with a highly potent neurotoxin.
Why is it always a neurotoxin? At that point, having neurotoxin isn't even special anymore. It's like everything in Australia has it. Why do all of them have that shit? Oh my God.
That instantly paralyzes it. This means it cannot put up a fight, as it is sucked into the snail's ginormous maw like a nightmarish version of Kirby.
Look, furries, I'm not trying to give you ideas, but if you happen to also be into vor, I have another animal that has a lot of potential for your for your art. I have another animal you might be interested in.
And, just in case you thought for once you might be safe, cone snail venom is potent enough to kill 700 people with one...
Once again, it is always the most absurd, ridiculous number. It is always the most ridiculous overkill number ever. You do not need that much, dude. There's no reason it needs to be that strong. Like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, and there's no anti-venom. Because it's not enough that it...
It's literally like nature in Australia was like, you know what? What if I just make the hydrogen bomb versus coughing baby meme a real thing? That sounds like a good idea. That sounds like something that these animals need in order to survive. It needs to be a coughing baby versus hydrogen bomb matchup. Otherwise, how are they gonna eat? Like, brother.
Can kill me. No, I have to die knowing there is zero counterplay. Who balanced this
Actually, dude.
My snail.
Actually, bro. All right. One more to end the day.
This is the world's
Oh, is that the Greenland shark?
oldest shark.
We got a boomer.
But how old actually is it? This absolute fossil over here is the Greenland shark. And this may come as a shock to you, but the Greenland shark is found in f***ing Greenland, man.
Oh, okay. I thought it was about to be one of those freaking misleading shit where it's like, oh, it's found in Japan, actually.
And with Grandpa Shark here coming in at a f***ing kaiju.
Wait a minute. Don't people eat those? Or am I confusing it? No, I know that people eat sharks in Iceland, but I think they eat another type. I don't think they eat that one specifically.
Due size 6 meters in length.
Again? Why is it so big? It doesn't even look big. It doesn't even look big. I thought that shit was gonna be like 7 foot at max.
And a literal f***ing ton in weight. This senior
Jesus.
citizen probably worked with Godzilla back in his f***ing day. But how senior?
Am I judging it if I say that I feel like that thing does not attack humans? It just looks so derpy and silly. Like, I feel like if you look at that thing, it's just gonna be like, hey, Sonny, help me. It's time to take my medication, but I can't really read the paper that the doctor gave me. Can you please, my glasses aren't doing, I can't read it. What does it say here, Sonny? What medicine am I supposed to take now? That's what I imagine would happen if you encountered one of those sharks.
Yeah, is senior. Well, you might be expecting him to say something along the lines of, 100 years, maybe 150 years, right?
400.
Try higher. No, not 200.
400.
Close, but not 300 either.
Chocolate.
No, the Greenland shark can live up to 500 fucking years.
Wasn't the oldest one that they found 400? What the fuck? Wasn't the oldest one 400?
You know what? I don't think you understand how...
Wait, is that like the oldest an animal can be? Because I don't think I've ever heard of an animal being older than that. I feel like that would be like the oldest an animal can be.
old that is. So, to put it in perspective, this is Bob. Bob has just turned 500.
God damn!
Here is a list of things this...
Bro, Bob was alive in the Renaissance, basically. Like, what the fuck? Like, what the Bob?
has lived through. All 8 of King Henry's divorces, the invention of chocolate,
I remember when they first invented chocolate.
Shakespeare's entire lifespan, the
Dude, Bob was alive when Shakespeare was alive. And Bob is still alive when you are alive. Bob saw Shakespeare and Bob saw AI fruit TikTok Love Island.
Boston Tea Party, the signing of the Declaration of Independence and the founding of the United States, the colonization of Australia,
God.
the Industrial f***ing Revolution,
What the
invention of the light bulb and adoption of electricity, the Titanic becoming a submarine,
Oh
World
my
War
God.
I, the Great Depression, World War II, the Vietnam War, the f***ing moon landing, and the invention of the internet.
What the f?
First episode of SpongeBob.
Bob, what are you watching over there? What are you looking at on the pewter, Bob?
Schlatt's crimes in 99, 2001.
Oh.
The invasion of Iraq, the global financial crisis, the death of Harambe, Australia
Harambe!
catching fire, the virus, and it's still with us today to watch fucking TikTok.
Damn.
This is the world.
That is actually cool as fuck. Good for you, Bob. Good for you.